Hey guys, sorry if the lighting is a little bit off right now, but I am going to show you how I use my Moby Wrap. So this is what it looks like. It's just like a long piece of fabric basically, and I'm going to show you two different ways that I've used it. So the first one I used from when he was a newborn up until a week ago. So the first like 10 to 12 weeks I would say you could probably use the newborn hold, and now I use the hug hold, so that'll be the second option that I show you. How you tie it is the same way. It's basically how you put baby in that's different. And towards the end of the video I am also going to share my thoughts on it and review, so if you want to watch that part then stick around till the end. So this one has the logo on there, so that's what you want to find first. Some of them will have a tag, some of them will have a sticker. This one's just got the logo. He's a little bit fussy because he's actually tired. So this one that I'm showing you is the newborn hold. So you want to take the logo, and that's your center part of the whole wrap, and you want to fold that in half. So once it's folded in half, so you can see the thing opens this way. I've actually gone and put my hair up so you can actually see what I'm doing. So right where that tag is, I'm going to put that right where my belly button is and go around to my back. It doesn't have to look perfect. And turn around, so at the back I'm just going to crisscross it like that. So once it's crisscrossed, you're just going to bring it up and over your shoulders. So that's what it will look like. So right now it's just draped over my shoulders, and you can see the little pockets here, so I can open it, but it's facing inward, not outward like that. So you want them facing in because that's where baby's gonna go. Once you've done that, you take, because this is how long it is, so you take the whole lot and put it in the little pouch here. That's what I call it. So once it's in there, it's just straight right now. I'm going to now crisscross it again. Doesn't matter, any direction is fine, and then you can sort of set it and play around with it to make sure it's nice and firm. Now for the newborn one, I like to tug it a little bit tighter because they are smaller. So once you've got your X there, so you've got an X at the back, an X in the front, then I take it behind me and then bring it back in front so it's quite long, and then I will do 2 knots here to put it in place, and then you can sort of tuck it in so it doesn't look as weird. I wish it didn't have this huge tag thing. It just doesn't look very appealing. That's just a vanity thing maybe, but now you're all set, and now you can grab baby. Actually asleep, I have to show you, it's so cute. He knew it was time for his close-up, so he's fallen asleep. I will say how you can see, like, one is under and one is over. So this is the one that's at the bottom, this is the one that's at the top. So with the newborn one, you want to put them on your shoulder opposite to the one that is underneath. So in this case, this one is underneath, so I'm going to put him on this shoulder. He's over here. He's actually a little bit too big for this hold, so bear that in mind. So I'm just going to take one part, so you can see there are 2 bits of fabric there, bottom and top. I'm going to take the top part and put his little foot in there, and that will slide across like so. And then you can bring him to the center and do the same thing on the other side, grabbing the top bit of fabric, and you put their legs in there and bring it all the way up like so, and make sure their arms are in as well. So now he's pretty snug already, but you're also going to take the actual bit that has a tag on there, and you're going to bring all the way up like so, and then they're pretty much good to go. That's what the newborn hold looks like. I mean, he still fits like this, it's just that I find the hug hold works for him better now, because you can see he's a little bit more like got his head steady and stuff, so he likes to look around even though he was asleep just a second ago. Say hi. But yeah, so you can use your arms, it's totally hands free. So that's what they look like. So you know you've done it right when you've got that sticker back up on the front. I hope that made sense how I showed it. It's kind of hard to show with the darker fabric, like which layer you're pulling and stuff, but I hope that makes sense. It's sometimes easier when you just practice it yourself. That's something that is a huge tip, is when you buy it, even when you're pregnant, practice with like a teddy or something, so you get the hang of doing it a couple of times, so then when baby's here it's not that difficult. Oh look, he's trying to fight his way out of it. It's because you're so tired. Take him out of this now to show you the hug hold, so I'm going to have to put him down and he's not going to be too happy. Onto the hug hold now. So this one I would probably say once they get a little bit longer and their legs are a little bit squished in that newborn hold, then you can go ahead to this type of hold. So basically it's the same thing but their legs are out. So you're going to tie it exactly the same way. So you find your tag, that's your center, and it's folded in half like that. Goes right there on your belly button, and you're going to crisscross again at the back and back up over your shoulders. So once again you can see it's facing inward on both sides, and you can adjust the back so it's more comfortable. So I find the more fabric that's like opened up like that, it's more comfortable that way. And you're going to do the same thing. So take the whole tail, let's just call this a tail, and you put it in your pouch. So push it all the way down, and that's what it looks like. And once again you're going to cross them over. So you're going to take the tails from the bottom and make another X, but make sure that these are all facing inwards. These little bits have to be facing inwards even once it's crossed. You've got these two bits, so I'm going to go around the back and cross it over, come back around the front and tie it up again the same way. So I do 2 knots and then I tuck in whatever else is there. So like I said, nothing's different about the way I tied it. It's the way you're going to put baby in that's different. You can just put them straight in the middle. Again, you're going to go on the side that's at the bottom in the wrap. So you use your arms to grab their legs. So I'm actually going to put my hand through the whole wrap like this. Grab his foot. I grab his foot and it comes all the way through like that. Then I'm going to take this and bring it over his bum. He's a little bit of a chunky one, this one, so it comes all the way over like that, and his hands are through over here. So I've got it like halfway. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, if I can get his hand out of the way. So, and there's Levi come to have a look. So I just grab his leg over here. Yay! Yay! And bring that through. And start with his hands. Get his hands in. And then all the way across again. And the most comfortable way for them is, see how it's right behind his knee, like under it? That's normally most comfortable for them and better for their hips as well. Oh, he just did a burp. Hope he doesn't throw up on me next. That'd be great. So see how they're both under his knees? That's the most comfortable for them. So you can play around with it until it's all done. And then you're going to grab both their legs. And this bit here that has the Moby on it, that's your middle right there. So you're going to bring that all the way over so their legs go through, and you just slide it all the way up. So you can see one hand's in, one hand's out. It sort of depends how they are comfortable. So that is the hug hold. So pretty much the same thing, just that his legs are out. His arms are a little bit more free as well. You can have their arms in or out. It's actually so snuggly as well when they're like this. And if they have fallen asleep, like right now he's awake, but say if they've fallen asleep, so you see how his face is facing this way, I would take the opposite side of the wrap and put his head in like that. So then once they're asleep, it holds their head in place, and you can like bend and stuff, and they're all good. So obviously he's not asleep now, so he doesn't want it. So there we go. So I'm sitting all comfortable on the bed right now, and you can see he's already fallen asleep. So that just goes to show you how comfortable this wrap is. With Levi, I did not use a cloth wrap. I just used a traditional, what do you call them, baby carrier, like the one with the buckles and all of that. That's what I used with him. Yes, it was great. It kept, we used it for a while, but I wanted to try this time because I've seen so many mums use it and they just look so cozy in there. So I wanted to give it a go, and I am so glad I did. I would highly, highly recommend getting something like this. There are many different brands. There are, starts with a B, I think. Then there's the Moby Wrap, the A Bub. There are so many different brands, something with the C, Chekoh, something like that. They are all great. They're all pretty much similar things, but I will say the Moby Wrap does have a little bit of a thicker fabric. So I've read. There are some other brands. So say if you're in a warmer climate and you want something thinner, there are some other brands that have like a thinner fabric. I will find as many of these brands that have these wraps, and I will link them in the description bar below. So if you're interested and want to give them a try, I would highly recommend it. I have washed this many times and it washes great. It doesn't shrink. It is easy. Once you get the hang of it, I swear to you, it is simple. If you do it a couple of times, you will become a pro at it. And my mum loves using this with him as well. So she doesn't know how to wrap it, so I just normally do it up for her and then put him in there for her. But this settles him very quickly. I know that if which he's not like a fussy baby, but if I'm needing to settle him really quickly, I put this on, and I'm telling you, exactly like this, every time it works like a charm. So I highly recommend getting a wrap for yourself. You will not regret it. You will be very happy, and it's honestly so cozy. Like, I love wearing him like this, but I try not to all the time, only because then he'd get so attached to this and not want to sleep on his own. So I just use this if we're going to the shops or the park or something like that. And there's many different ways that you can use it for many different ages as well. These are just the 2 holds that I have personally used myself. That's why I wanted to share it with you guys. Obviously, when he grows older and I learn a bit more about how to use it for that age, I'm more than happy to share that as I go along as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a big thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below what you think of these wraps, and if there's any other tips you can give me as well that I can learn. And subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!